What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today bringing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Today we're farming! Farmer Rhymestyle! What is the crop of the day? The crop of the day is none other than Crowler himself. He's currently back with a special event. As you duel him, you get many points, and the point is, you want to get to like 2.5 million points. But Rhymestyle, that's a lot of points. What is the good go-to farming deck for that? Well, I'm glad you asked. First and foremost, a big shout out to the Real Civic. You should see the tweet in the background. I asked on Twitter who's got the best decks that work against Crowler, and he came up with this. Now, this is a little bit different. I am missing the Guardian statues, and I actually replaced them with Enemy Controller, but it's a really, really simple strategy. Like I said, this actually works pretty well against anybody in the game that uses singular units. In this case, because Crowler runs all machines, you can use this deck against him. So in the future, let's say there's another future event where it's all warriors or all like fire types. This works against those decks, so keep that in mind. So save this for the future outside just a Crowler. I don't know what else is going to fit in that category, but just in case, you can hang on to it. So here's the strategy. First and foremost, you want a rare, reveal, and light. You want this out as soon as possible. You put this in the field, you declare machine types, meaning every time Crowler puts a machine monster on the field, which is basically his entire deck, he cannot attack the first turn. In the meantime, you are flipping Medusa's Worm over and over and over again. Every time it's flip summoned, it destroys a monster of choice on your opponent's side of the field, and then you can flip it right back. So you kind of get the picture. Essentially, every time he summons, he can't attack, and then in the meantime, when it goes back to your turn, you flip Medusa's Worm, and you basically ruin his day. Now, again, you want to run Medusa's Worm along with Guardian Statue, but again, I didn't get any Guardian Statues because I missed out on it in a card trader. The second I see it come back, I'm definitely going to buy as many as I can, or in this situation, 3. But I replaced it with Enemy Control for now. Now, obviously, with me having no Guardian Statues, is not as well, but it still works. I mean, I got to 1.5 million points last night in a matter of like an hour. So, if you don't have all the cards available, this still works well. And of course, you got Crystal Seer, so you can try to get as many cards pulled as possible. You got Acid Rain in case you get overwhelmed, so you can destroy everything on your opponent's side of the field. And then, of course, you got Aegis of Gaia, and you got Golden Ladybug to increase your life points so you can pull out Raw and attack directly. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a match against Crowler, so I can show you how this works out, just so you can see better. I mean, obviously I can tell you how it works, but you know what's better than me telling you? Me showing you. So without further ado, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into our first match. Alright, here we go. Now, I am running Restart. I don't know if there's a better way to go about this. I don't really use Balance. I mean, I know Balance went through its rebalancing over the course of the many months, but Restart has always been working pretty well for me. But of course, now because I'm recording, watch now work it out in my favor. So let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. A Rare, Reveal, and Light in the first turn. Perfect. So let's go ahead and set that. There we go. The problem is I need to, number one, I need to declare machine types. There we go. The problem is I don't have, whatchamacallit, I don't have Medusa's Worm yet, and I really hope that I pull either Medusa's Worm or I'll pull Crystal Seer as soon as possible. Perfect! He didn't actually summon anything, which means he's not going to attack. Great. Aegis of Gaia, fantastic. Let's just brick, because I'm recording. We're going to brick today. This is exactly what I want to see happen, and then there he goes. Now, good news for me is he can't attack yet because of Array of Reveal and Light. Give me something! Ah, look at that, it worked out. Fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and set this bad boy and basically ruin Crowler's day right now. So this is how this works. Watch, he's gonna attack me in a second. The second he goes through his battle phase, I'm gonna make sure I bust out my Enemy Controller, because he can still attack with that guy. He cannot attack with the other one. There we go. Battle phase. Nope, not happening, not today. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and set this bad boy to defense mode. Over here. Yeah, there we go. And now what we're gonna do is hopefully he's not gonna flip that monster in the middle. So what I'm going to do is, that's not gonna be useful at all. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this like that and destroy that. Perfect. Then it's important that you don't forget this step, because if you forget this step, it's gonna ruin your day. Of course, I'm gonna take a little bit of damage, which is fine. I'm gonna set this bad boy back into face down mode like that, and end my turn. Now I hope that he doesn't summon anything else, so I can keep the loop going. Of course he's going to summon something else. Great. He's going to attack me here in a second, but he's not going to work, because I'm going to go ahead and set this to defense mode over here. What I need to actually happen here is I need to draw Acid Rain, which is another reason why you want to run that in your deck. Because if you get overwhelmed like this, where you don't have enough monsters to keep flipping, hey, Enemy Controller, perfect. Then, which actually is a good example to replace the Guardian Statues. You want to be able to stall as long as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Heavy Knight. There we go. And set this back into face down mode, or face down position, and then end the turn. What I need to do is don't summon. Please don't summon anything. Don't summon. Don't summon. No. Don't summon anything. Just go. Of course he's summoning. Of course he's summoning. Why would he not summon? This is fantastic. Okay. Now I really need Acid Rain to pop up. or at least another monster or something, because like this is about to get annoying. But the idea is once I get my second Medusa on the field, I can actually rotate it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Somebody loves me. RNG loves me right now. So we're gonna go ahead and play Acid Rain and clear out the entire field. And I'm gonna go ahead and set this. Okay. Now what's going to happen is because I'm basically a summon ahead of him, every time he summons, I'm just going to flip my Medusa's Worm and just destroy whatever he has on the field. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Now look at that. I have two. Perfect. So now the idea is you just want to keep basically staying on the field until you get 3 monsters. And until you get Raw in your hand, number 1. And 2, until you get, Anti-Magic Arrow, which there it is. Speak of the devil. And we're just going to keep ending our turn. This is a pretty simple farm. Now, if you take a little bit of damage, it's fine. Due to the nature of this deck, you're going to be healing a lot with the Ages of Gaia's and with the Golden Ladybug, which I'm hoping to pull as soon as possible. That's fine. Summon your monster. I don't really care because you can't do anything to me. Now you see this is why I said if there's any other future events where the event features basically a singular unit, or not single unit, but like a singular type of cards that the duelist uses. In this case, machine types, or let's say warriors or fire types, whatever. This works perfect against it. Because the second you get your monster out on the field, you're good. You just keep flipping it. There we go. Destroy this. Get off the field. And then you set it right back into defense mode or face down defense mode. And keep going. It's actually a really solid deck. And there's nothing you can do about that. Now, of course, if you happen to have that one card that wasn't a machine type, it could probably ruin everything. But hey, I mean, in that situation, you have stuff like the enemy controllers in my deck that can actually help out. I'm actually going to go ahead and set this. So I can try to get my Raw as soon as possible. Yeah, and so I have 1 Ages of Gaia down. I should put down, what are you doing? What are you doing with that? You honestly think you can attack me with that? Because that's not going to happen. By the way, I always get people to ask me, Rhymestyle, why don't you use Toggle? Well, I have an iPhone 10. If I played on the PC, it'd be a lot easier. But let me show you real fast, actually. So when I turn on Toggle, I want you guys to see this. I want you to see this yourself, okay? Toggle. Look how close the toggle button is to my hand. There's been so many times where I accidentally will turn off toggle because it's so close, because the iPhone 10 is so tiny, so I actually always have it off. That's why. I'd rather just not risk it at all. So let's go actually flip this right now and see if I can bust out. There's another array, and there's another Medusa's Worm, which I don't really need. I guess I'll take this. Doesn't really matter. And then I'll end my turn. But yeah, that's why I don't really run toggle, because it's... I mean, I know I have to just kind of get used to using my thumbs, which is fine. Not my thumbs, but my fingers, or thumbs as well if I use my thumbs. But it gets really annoying where it's like, I will lose a duel because I'll hit the button without realizing it, and then when it asks me if I want to activate my Spell or Trap card, it doesn't actually do that, and I end up losing an opportunity to come back and win a duel. That has happened way too many times. Okay, finally we got Raw. How many cards do I have left in my hand? So 3. You know what? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and flip this, like that. Now, it is important, because he has that one, 0 gravity, I think that's what it's called. It is important that I don't fill up my entire field. So what we're going to do actually here is I'm going to go ahead and set this, like that. Yeah. So if I put all 3 Aegis down, I won't be able to activate my, Anti-Magic Arrow. So I really need my, there we go, I got my Golden Ladybug, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get some life points back here real fast and get over, 4,000, so then I can activate both of my things there. There we go. We can go ahead and send the Crystal Seer off, and then we're gonna finish him off with 1 direct attack. That way, you can't, switch us to defense mode, and it'll be a waste of a turn. Keep that in mind. Okay. Get this. There we go. Okay, I think we can actually do it now, so we should be over it. So let's see how much we got. Let's activate all of this. Let's chain it all together. There you go. Ages of Gaia. Chain with Ages of Gaia. That should give me 6,500 life points there, which should put me over 10,000, right? Right? Yeah, just barely. So now what we're going to do is, since he has nothing in the field, we're just going to go ahead and summon Ra over here. And as you know, because Ra requires basically life points, I'm good to go. That's why you want to make sure you're over 10,000. Don't hit no. I've done that before. If you just get too trigger happy and you press the buttons too fast, yeah, I've done that before. Declare attack. Make sure you activate this. And don't forget to not have your toggle off. And then you simply attack directly, and ta-da, we're done. The farm has been completed. Yeah, get off my screen, Crowler. I do not like Crowler's face. Right, so it's pretty simple. Again, I don't know how well this is going to work on future decks, because I don't know how many decks out there exist that are all, or not decks, but duelists, and events exist that have basically, look at all this, that have only singular type of monsters. Why did we not get 10,000? Doesn't matter. This is going to multiply by 17 here in a second. Look at that. We got that. Look at this. Okay. And the second we get done with this, the whole point of farming is this right here. Get off my screen, Crowler. No one likes you. Get off my screen. Look at that. Look at all those points. 176,000. Obviously, you'll get more if you get the bonuses and the homework and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a pretty solid deck. It gets the job done. And again, big shout out to the real Civic for showing me this deck. And yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below. Let me know how far you've gotten in the Crowler event. And yeah, Obelisk. Still waiting on Obelisk. I think that's the one card I'm waiting for the most. Let me know in the comment section below what is that one card that you're waiting for the most as well before I end the video. Anyways, my name is Rhymestyle. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Hope you guys enjoyed today. Happy farming, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.